And we're back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rollsicle and a new series on Rollsicle that I'm super excited about. As always, I am Nathaniel, one of the hosts here, and I'm joined by the ever so lovely other host, Ashley. Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
And we are bringing to you today some Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. There's a lot behind the choice of this game. So one, it was chosen by Ashley because she's excited to see some Assassin's Creed games. She's never even played or seen, to my knowledge, an open world game other than maybe a little bit of Skyrim. I think I've heard.
Seen a little bit of Skyrim,
but a little bit
besides
of Skyrim.
that, not a single open world.
You know, to be fair, Skyrim is kind of like a classic, but
it's like the open world.
But it's also, I think, it's a few years before this, but not much. So the quality of OG Skyrim is about what you're going to be expecting here. But another reason for this is I was actually playing this on my own time outside of Rollsicle and stuff like that, and actually never got around to finishing it. I was kind of going through games every month and did not get this one done in the month, and then didn't get it done in the next month, and just kind of never got back to it. So roping someone else into the to the journey with me so that maybe we'll actually finish it. And then on top of that, I'm just excited to get through more of the Assassin's Creeds. I think personally I'm more excited for the historic RPGs that aren't as Assassin's Creedy in the future. That being Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla.
Oh, true.
But I know a bunch of people much prefer these older ones. And while I have played through 2 Brotherhood, Revelations, and Assassin's Creed 3, so the only one I haven't played before this is 1, the OG. I've played through the other ones. I'm very excited for Black Flag in the sense that it's a setting that I can get behind more, right? Sure. So, like, Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations are all happening in, like, Italy and these places around there that I don't care about as much, but this is a pirate setting. There's, like, I mean, yes, there are, like, places where you dock and get off and go on the land. In fact, a lot of the game is on land, but a huge portion of the map is sea. Okay, and you have a ship, and you're upgrading the ship, and you're doing all that stuff there. So I won't spoil too much of it. But for those of you that don't know what happens in the first 5 games before this, essentially, and I don't know a great deal of this, but essentially Assassin's Creed is kind of a retelling of accurate historical events with additional fictional characters and a plot line going on top of that.
Got it.
So there are things in these games, such as Assassin's Creed 3 is set during the American Revolution. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of things from the American Revolution that are present in that game. In fact, one of the DLCs you like play with or as or something, George Washington. There's a whole thing with that. But then they add a fiction and sometimes often fantastical element to it. So like in that one, you played as, I think Ethan was his name, or at least was his non-native name because he was a Native American. Okay. And you play as him, and in the DLC he gets like these Native American, like, I don't know what it's called, but like herbal powers essentially. Obviously something that's fantastical. Yeah. But is ingrained in that culture and that sort of thing. And so they have done stuff like that before, and there are artifacts that they're seeking out. Like the first couple games, you're seeking out this thing called the Apple of Eden, which is basically like this orb that just can like dominate people. It controls their brains, and it's from this higher civilization. What we're learning in these games is that there was a civilization before humans that looked a lot like humans that basically destroyed and killed themselves. They were very technically advanced and very powerful, and they made these artifacts and stuff like that. That's really cool. In the modern generation, there's basically 2 groups of people called the Templars and the Assassins. They're kind of going against each other. The Assassins are the quote-unquote good guys, and the Templars are the quote-unquote bad guys, but they both do a lot of bad things. Got it. The Assassins just do the bad things for the right reason, essentially. And they kind of have a brotherhood. They have code of laws. Like, they don't just kill people to kill people, right? Got it. Like, they only kill enemies. They don't ever kill innocents, that sort of stuff. Okay, cool. The Templars are a little bit more like bloodthirsty in how they go about getting these things, but both of them are trying to get to these artifacts, and that's kind of what we're seeing. What's actually happening is we're in modern day. We're in like the real world, 2015. Got it. And they've developed these machines called the Animus, I think is the name of it, where you can unlock the through your DNA, you can relive the memories of your ancestors. What? Yes. So what we're actually playing isn't set in pirate era. We're actually playing someone in the modern day getting into this Animus machine that is digitalizing their DNA to see what happened to their ancestors. And so in the modern day, there's still a group of Templars and still a group of assassins, and they're using these animuses to unlock what happened and to find the artifacts now, right? So they're using these machines to look back into the past. So when you die in these games, you desynchronize. What that means is you did something that didn't actually happen, right? Because obviously your character didn't die if they had to eventually create you way down the line. So when you die or do something that obviously couldn't have happened, you desynchronize. That's kind of the lore behind it.
This is way more complex than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
There's so much more to it. Wow.
Yeah, well, that's why, it's like 2007 or 8 or something when the first one comes out, and people are like, this is a really cool concept.
No, this is awesome.
And so, yeah, and it's pretty historically accurate, and especially in those other games. So, yeah, that's a brief rundown for you guys, but I will say, from what I've heard, 4 is, we'll call it Rollsicle. From what I've heard, 4 is the least assassin-y ones so far. Like up to 4. It's more assassin focused than a lot of the newer ones, and some of the newest ones, like especially Valhalla and stuff like that, get a lot of hate for having almost nothing to do with the assassins and the story and the previous race and all these things that were really integral to the story.
Okay, interesting.
In fact, in those games, I don't even know how much you do outside of the animus.
Oh,
right, because there's actual parts of these games where you're in modern day. Right, capable of this stuff. June 17th. So these are all things that did happen to our ancestors, but usually when we see them, we're playing through the animus. Now in this case, they're going to start out in this area because this is freaking cool.
This is really cool.
Oh, I'm gonna turn subtitles on as soon as I get a chance. And that's gonna be now.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Probably options, if
Not
I had to
only
guess.
for the sake of y'all, but
also just because we have one, because we're rocking one earbud.
I also just have bad hearing. I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah. I'm not gonna know.
Subtitles.
Let's turn those babies on.
I feel like the rest of this is good.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So subtitles on. That'll help us.
Perfect. I will actually know what's happening.
Now the controls are a little rough.
Okay. Meaning.
It's got some delayed inputs. It's a little slow. It's old. Essentially.
It's a game from.
It's a game from 2012. They don't play as smoothly as games now.
We were children.
I have taken to the ships. This is where we learn how to play. So to fire the cannons, we hold L2. I'm going to actually read these because when Trenton played this a while ago, and I played it after him, he didn't read these. So I learned a bunch of stuff I could do with the ship that he didn't know until I was like, hey, you can do this. And he was like, when does it tell you that? I was like, in one tutorial, and if you miss it, you're done.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we hold L2, and we move R to aim, and press R2 to shoot. Shoot the hole for maximum damage. Makes sense. So one of the big things this game did that it still does now is ship combat, which, I just obliterated.
Absolutely obliterated that.
And we're about to turn around here and annihilate that guy.
Maybe. Oh, go now.
Got him.
Oh, there you go.
And for most of time, other games have really not topped the ship combat in this game.
No,
They did an incredible job. Oh, that guy's done for.
Absolutely.
Dusted.
Yeah. Alright, one left.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Do I have cannons on this side? I do.
You do.
Oh, they're coming for me. It's okay. It's fine.
You got this.
There's no way they're gonna kill us before we go. Okay, maybe I spoke over. I can't see. Alright, rotate the ship.
Yeah.
Rotate the ship. I got them. Right here. Done and dusted. They're still not dead. Wow. This thing is sturdy. I got him on that one.
It is.
That's got to be it, right? Yep, down it goes. So I'm controlling this.
That's
this
awesome.
was cool for 2012. This is cool for 2024.
This is cool for now.
I'm sorry, did they say the magazine?
They did.
Douse the flames! Oh.
Oh, dead.
Who's that? Bam!
Oh, interesting.
for those of you that don't know, and I'm explaining this to Ashley as well, that was an assassin. They have that like that hood, and the hidden blade is a very popular thing.
Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
So fair.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon.
Well, now that the ship blow up, probably more than that.
Yeah.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Notice he has no tattoos there.
Oh, you're so right he doesn't.
Bro's been living it up on the ship.
He has been.
It brought him back to consciousness. He's got to make it back to his. Does damsel inherently have the distress in the word, or is damsel just another word for, like, woman?
It's another word for woman.
Gotta make it back to his damsel then. Okay, again, this is where we're gonna see a little bit of that 2012 showing. Okay, it's not as pretty as God of War Ragnarok,
That's okay.
but it doesn't look that bad.
It honestly doesn't. For a 12-year-old game, it's not that bad.
Remind me at some point. I gotta show you Assassin's Creed 2, because that's a game where as I'm actively playing it, I'm like, okay, this looks bad, and
That's
it was
fair.
just
I
it
believe
definitely like held me back from enjoying it as much as I could have because it looked bad.
No, I totally get that.
We've made it to shore.
Oh, thank God.
Of what island? I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Plop. Now we can die on the hot sand.
The birds will come eat us. It's fine.
No, circle of life, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Or he is.
That's an assassin.
That's the dude that got blown up on the ship with us.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Bro, why would that have water in it? Or
Keep talking.
drink?
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Oh!
Bloody fucking pirates!
Off he goes.
I'm on to you, Sneaksby!
Sneaksby. That's the best we could come
know
up with.
him?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's a nickname.
Cool. Now I have to go find him.
Come on,
We
mate.
do. But
We're
I
off
like
to
to
a
just
bad
explore a little
start.
bit. Take in the game. See, it doesn't look
It
horrible.
doesn't look bad at all.
This looks pretty solid. I mean, don't get me wrong, the kind of like jagged nature of the structures screams early PS. This was early PS. This was the year the PS4 came out. Wow. So this was revolutionary when the PS4 came out.
It looks so
Which is,
good.
I truly believe, is why I think this game looks good, and I don't think the other ones look good, or at least the other ones bother me a lot more, is that this is a PS4 game,
Okay.
even in its earliest state, whereas the other ones are PS3 games.
That's fair. That's a whole generation behind.
It is a different console, yeah. The PS3 games look pretty rough. This one looks decent.
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
You think I can make the jump?
I think you can.
Hey!
Woo!
Hey!
Go, baby.
Yeah, these games have something they call the free running system, and it can feel really nice when you get it flowing, but it can also feel really bad when your character just randomly jumps off the edge that you didn't want them to.
Oh, I believe that.
So like this feels pretty good.
Oh, damn. That was cool.
Yep. Oh, The assassins are known for their parkouring abilities, so I'm always impressed. This right there, oh, that is so difficult to do. That is so hard to do. From a like calisthenics perspective, which I know is not what people want. I know you guys don't care, but that's so impressive, and I always find it very interesting. All right, so another thing that's a staple in these games are called viewpoints. Basically, the way you unlock the map is you get to a high vantage point and you look out. Yeah, that's how you unlock the map in these games, which makes a lot of sense. So you get up here to a viewpoint, and then again, this is our first tidbit that we're in an Animus. It's called synchronizing, right?
Okay.
So you take in all of this area, and then because we're in a digital Animus, you get a map.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's pretty neat. So you get up to a high viewpoint, and we're about to do what's very commonly known as the leap of faith, but I wanted to just see, yeah, here. So this is the map here. We have Cape Bonavista. But if we zoom out... Oh, it's not going to let me zoom out. Okay, cool. What happens if I exit? No, it's not going to let me do it yet. Okay, well, we'll find out later. Okay, so another thing that's very popular is, and this is very unrealistic, whenever there's a little cushion beneath a high place, you can do what's called a leap of faith, which is very iconic of the Assassin's Creed. You basically jump off and free dive.
Got it.
From very high vantage points that you should not be able to survive. So here we go. Wait.
Oh. Yeah. Wow.
And it's often into piles of leaves or a hay cart or stuff like that. Again, you would never actually be able to do, but...
Where's he running to?
So this is where we see our first... you might notice the minimap has all sorts of little objectives.
Yeah.
That has, in modern day, become to be known as like the Ubisoftification of games. So Assassin's Creed is made by Ubisoft. A lot of games have just a ton of markers, a ton of collectibles that you just have to constantly go around and get. And Assassin's Creed very quickly became one of the like centers of that. So there's all sorts of things to get on the map. So like this is probably a treasure, if I remember. Yep, right down here, treasure.
Wow.
So I can loot it. And I got 191 gold, a painted shell worth 30 gold, and an emerald worth 110. But those things are everywhere. And then, of course, on the actual large map, every area will tell you, you've collected 3 out of 40 chests.
That's so
and so
cool.
if you really want 100% the game...
You have to go find them.
You gotta go. And so that's where, when we're talking about doing series and stuff like this, it's something to consider if we want to... complete games, right? Like I 100% completed God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But that took like 60 episodes to do.
That's fair.
Because once you finish the main game, it becomes a lot of
Okay, go back, find it.
go back to these areas and you're just dedicated like, okay, I'm going to go get this chest and I'm going to go get this thing. This thing right here is actually a piece of like digital information. So you'll see that like glowing thing right there. Huh. So that is something that... there we go.
Wow.
It's an Animus fragment. Huh. And then this little paw, if I'm not mistaken, is a type of animal. It's a dead skinnable animal.
Okay, cool.
Great. So I can skin it. But this area means that jaguars can spawn in this area.
Okay, cool.
There are actual animals that you have to deal with sometimes. And sometimes you have to hunt them and you can like get paid and all sorts of stuff. It's an open world game. Which I know that you haven't really had a lot of experience with. So for those of you at home that this feels very dumbed down for, try to remember the first time you ever experienced an open world game. I mean, I was fascinated at the concept of open world, and my first open world experience was like a Lego game or something like that. I mean, it was not anything crazy, and I was still like, I can go wherever I want in Lego Gotham City, you know, stuff like that.
That's just so cool.
Yep. So my money keeps going up, which is going to be nice. Eventually, I'm going to need a bunch. But yeah, so you know, there's probably a chest all the way down there. I don't know if I'm going to bother getting it right now.
Dead.
There. Right, you better be worth it. I came a long way for you. Bam. All right. You know what? I got like 200 from it. That's pretty decent. All right. Bottle. Interact. These are another type of collectible that's in this game. These ones are actually kind of interesting because they come with lore.
Okay, interesting.
So this is our first one. It's number 16, a letter. And we can actually read the whole letter.
That is so cool.
For several days, I stayed with my captor, Balaam, asking him all manner of questions, and he asking the same of me. And all the while, I wondered what fate he intended for me. It's written in Old English, so
I love Old English.
Bear with me. At last, on the 7th day, I revealed what lay heavy on my heart. What do you want of me, sir, that you keep me prisoner so? And at this, Balaam laughed and answered, You are no prisoner, sage. You may take your leave at any point. Only tell us where you wish to be dropped, and if it be in our power, we shall transport you thence. This answer surprised, then angered me. Why, then, did you spirit me away with such a diabolical method? Kidnapped, no less, and said he in answer, Your master hosted a Templar, and may now be one himself. Such men are not to be trusted with a prize so valuable as you. Steer clear of them, for they seek the knowledge that hides in your mind. Your dreams, your memories, and the location of a place once dear to you, the observatory. This word rang in my ears, for I had heard it before, another memory from a time long ago. And what do you desire of me, sir? I asked him. Would you steal the secrets buried within me too? Balaam smiled. I would not shun them, but to share them is a point for you to decide. Your secrets are your own, and yours alone to lend. And this is number 16, so over time we'll get more of them, and we'll actually get them in a random order, right? So
Okay.
this
So
is not part 1.
Yeah. We'll take it.
There are some ways later on, I won't spoil anything, there are some ways later on to earn money, but a huge way that we're going to earn money is just going and getting chests. So
Okay, cool.
realistically, I might quickly swim over to this one. Can I make that jump? I can. You beast!
Parkour.
These games are very popular for their free running system, which is incredible for the time that these games came out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the fact that you can so just seamlessly move around these parts of the world is pretty phenomenal. Oh, that's for getting back down. Okay, cool. So I wasn't supposed to just jump like I did.
No.
But it's fine. Alright. Let's be not accurate at all and pretend like this dude hasn't gotten away from us.
Yeah, totally.
In all of this time. That being so, there's another chest here, so we're going to make another pit stop. Bam.
Because we can.
Boom. I mean, who doesn't
nice.
stop for like $300?
No, literally.
Now, I don't know if those, I don't know what the currency is. I don't remember what the R stands for. That chest is probably up there. Alright, dead animal. Let's skin it.
Okay.
Look away if you are of weak, I don't know, bones.
Cute.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not.
But yeah.
I think it'd be a little worse.
What was I, like, weak something? I don't know what the word is.
Weak
There's
something?
I guess maybe?
We could work together on this.
There he goes. He just did a dive, in case we didn't know how to.
Wow.
I'm gonna grab this chest. Because, okay, part of the reason I'm being so stingy about this is you have to, like, choose to come back to this first island to get everything later on.
Got it.
And it's usually not worth it by then, too, because you're gonna make a lot more money than what we're getting now. But, alright, let's parkour up everything, which is pretty cool. Big jump! And shall we get another viewpoint?
Yes.
Synchronize.
That's so cool.
I like taking it in, even if it looks old. Like, it doesn't
really
look
cool.
that bad. Does it look nearly up to snuff now? No.
No.
But it doesn't look that bad. There's an example of an actual live animal
Okay, cool.
over there. So they do spawn. They do exist. And you can hunt them.
Neat.
Alright.
Keep your distance.
Not bad. Ow.
Ow.
I think I was supposed to get him.
I think so.
Alright, time to kill him because he shot at us?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Do
Let's
it.
get him. Oh, he's so dead. Oh, he doesn't know what's coming. We're on the chase. Oh, open lanes. My good sir. Now this is where you can really feel like a badass, if you do it right. I'm not doing it right.
Ooh.
The timing is something you have to get used to. Yeah. So then when you counter, you can then like you can block by countering, and then when you counter, you can do an attack that insta kills.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Now what's really cool about the combat is once you've done an insta kill like that, every time you attack after that, it will continue to be an insta kill until you get hit.
Oh,
so you can start chaining together like 8 kills back to back where you just look like such a badass.
That's so cool.
But that whole time, it's until you get hit. So what you have to do is you have to balance counters and attacks to not get hit. When you do it right, it looks so cool.
If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Did you catch that? So he had important information to deliver.
Let's collect your reward.
And we're gonna pretend to be him.
Interesting, but we don't know the information.
Sort of.
Oh?
We might have found it might have been like a letter or something like that was found on him. I don't know.
Okay.
But, and if I do know, I'm not going to share it because that would be spoiling. But our intention, yes, is we have hid the body and stolen his clothes. So now we are pretending to be an assassin.
Oh, that's so cool.
This is the big reveal of this game, which is why I said it's slightly less assassin-y than some of the others, is that at least for now, we're not an assassin. We're pretending to be an assassin.
I was going to be so real. I was going to say, I'm like, we're not playing an assassin. I thought we were going to be playing an assassin.
Yeah. So we play a pirate pretending to be an assassin. Now, I don't know where this is. There's not anything above me, so it's got to be below me. Which is fine. There's this area. So this...
just fine.
So restricted area just means that there are enemies about.
Okay.
But, luckily, we have a few points that I can go ahead and grab real quick. Which is what that little eagle thing or hawk thing means on the map.
Got it.
And when he said that schooner should do me well, or whatever he just said. Schooner?
Schooner.
Great.
It's not like schedule.
Okay, fine. Schooner, I believe, is the name for a ship, right?
Yes.
So that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to steal this ship.
That's so cool.
Alright, I'm going to back it up, though, because there is a chest hidden in this water.
There's just so much detail.
Because it's treasure. Again, that's where you'll see the age is in some of the controls like that. Sometimes he'll just randomly try to, like, run up a wall. I promise I'm trying to control it to the best of my ability.
No,
it's pretty difficult to control. It's basically like, imagine everything was on input lag.
Yeah.
But you get a little used to it over time. It's also, if I'm not mistaken, at 30 frames per second, which is just not something we play at these days, usually.
True.
Okay, so, new objective. Free the merchant. So, to my knowledge right now, that might be the merchant ship. So we want to free him. That way he owes us a favor.
Got it.
Stalking zones. Dense vegetation can be used as stalking zones. They allow you to hide and move undetected. Use them to approach targets stealthily.
Okay.
So this is where, as much as I love the outright just kill everything combat of this game, at the end of the day, it is a stealth game. Where you hide in bushes and you lure away the weak. So in that case, I just did a little whistle, and he's going to be like, what was that?
Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to stalk up to him. And... that guy didn't see a damn thing.
No, he didn't.
But we are going to whistle him over. And he's going to be like, what was that? Except maybe not. Okay, I guess not. Alright. Now, what matters here is you actually make a certain amount of noise depending on how like fast you're moving. So if I run here, I would get their attention. Because I'm not running, they didn't notice me just walking in broad daylight. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but... okay, that was close enough for him to notice.
Yeah, he noticed.
I'll pay you.
In this case, he was like, bro, what was that? And I'm going to shoot. Got him.
Dead.
Now, you might have noticed that red circle. If that fills up, he warns everyone else. So I cut that one pretty close. Now, another thing I forgot to do is you can loot bodies. So while he's hidden here, I'm going to just grab 14 gold off of him.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna just grab that from myself. Oh, you don't see anything, good sir. Do you see the turtle?
Oh, he's so cute.
Fun fact: you cannot kill the turtles.
Okay, good.
You can kill a lot of wildlife. You cannot kill the turtles.
Oh, look, there's baby turtles. Maybe.
Hold up, I'm busy. Those are full-grown turtles. You mean over there?
Over there.
Those are crabs.
Oh,
But yes, there are turtles along this beach.
that's so cool. There's crawl.
Okay, now how to kill these three?
I think you have to go back and sneak that way. Through those bushes.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm far enough that they're not going to notice me if I run up here.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Okay, we're going to try this from above, maybe? Or... Oh,
No,
get
get in the
in there,
bushes,
get
get in
in
the
there. I'm getting in the bushes!
I'll pay you. Anything you like.
You didn't see a darn thing.
Nope. Didn't see shit.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh,
Those
God.
guys are very deadly. Because they have a gun.
Yeah.
So... I think we're going to whistle and see if we can get his attention.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Yes, we did. We got his attention. And he might have money. He had a gun.
I'll pay you.
We'll take it.
Anything you like.
Can I get hit in here? Yes, I can. Oh,
Oh God.
Now you can shoot
Oh
him.
God.
he didn't have any ammo in it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Got him. Great. I don't think I bothered to do that stealthily the first time I played the game.
That's so cool.
Profusion of thanks. Is that yours? It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
Oh.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Ah, you put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright.
Ah.
Huh.
All things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
Your captain is dead on the ground next
Yeah.
to you, but, you know, say what you gotta, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna check the map here.
Okay.
So, you'll notice
There's
just
a
how
lot.
much stuff we missed.
Yeah.
So, there's definitely worth coming back to these. Now, one thing that is also of note is that you can fast travel to any viewpoint that you get.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that part's really nice. But yeah, so this is just an example of like how much stuff is in one area. If we ever wanted to go back and get everything, we would have to go back and get a bunch of stuff. Now I didn't see this earlier. These are new shanties. I love the sea shanties, so I
Okay.
always try to get those when I
Okay.
can, because they can play while you have it when you're sailing and stuff. We are on this beach, so I'm probably gonna try to grab these because they're
Okay.
pretty close. But
Lacking a
Oh, and I
rowboat,
am gonna grab
I'm afraid
this.
We'll have to swim to my ship.
so
Hardly the worst
this
thing to happen.
is a treasure map.
This is more like it.
Okay.
Okay, so you find treasure maps on explorers' cadavers. They will lead you to a specific place on an island. Dig there, and you might find money or plans to upgrade your ship. Use this to select the maps and press triangle to open them. The coordinates will lead you to the location, and the image will help you find the right spot.
Okay.
So again, eventually we'll have the full map, and it'll be at whatever island is at 179, 593. Those are the coordinates.
Okay.
But then on the island, it doesn't tell me where it is. I have to use this map to figure out where the treasure is, where X
Okay.
marks the spot. Which
How
is
do you
pretty
know
cool.
what island you're on right now?
Again, we will get there. I can't zoom out.
We're on that
right
island
now. But normally, I'll be able to zoom out and see the actual proper map.
Okay.
We'll get to that pretty soon. We'll probably get to that this episode, realistically. I just
can
haven't
remember
figured
for
out.
our island if we are 179.
Yeah. You'll see in not too much time, probably, if we get to the open world when I think we do, that this is... Okay, so see, this thing... The only way to get that is to leap of faith down into this pile here. That's the only way to get that. So I'm not bothering climbing up there right now.
Okay.
I can do that another time. And again, some of those things... Hello, turtle. Some of those things might be worth... Coming back for, but we also... That might be the type of thing we do off camera. These are just things to decide eventually. It also might be something people love watching, so maybe we do it on camera. We'll just have to decide. But, like, for example, with God of War, I decided that I was just going to do everything on camera. I didn't do really anything in that game, to my knowledge, off camera. I wanted people to be able to see the whole thing. But we can always change that. And another really cool thing is, yes, you can drive the ships, but the ships are also just fully interactable places. Like, you can climb up on them.
Wow.
Do all sorts of things. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, that being said, we're here to pilot it. So let's take the wheel. All right, this is where we get to learn how to sail.
She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose.
Schooner.
Cargo from my plantation and
Did I get that right?
She'll do fine.
I said
There's
it
a
that
strong
time.
wind
You
now.
did.
Let's strike to full, shall we?
Welcome to steering a ship. And also stealing a ship. So yes, we can, and I don't know if it'll show it. Yeah, it actually, when you speed up and slow down, it actually raises and sets sails.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that really cool? Now, there's not an actual crew member that's doing it, but
No, but it's still like a neat addition.
it's still a pretty neat addition.
Really opened it up now, haven't we?
So then I'm going to slow down so I can get a faster turn, and then speed up here, because now I have a straightaway.
Got it.
But if you want to be able to turn on your axis, you slow down, and then you can turn more freely.
Is it a real danger,
Right.
do you suppose?
And then once you're kind of where you're going, you speed
Most
back up.
pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and
This
Hispaniola.
is probably important stuff that I'm not listening to.
Oh, I see. Yes, that is a bustling strait. But I shouldn't worry about being waylaid by pirates, truth be told. My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
Sugarcane, rum, and molasses.
There's not a pirate living who turned his back on a keg of rum.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Oh,
I was
yes.
gonna say.
Fair.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
You can get, like, beached. So
I
you gotta be
believe that.
careful. Yeah.
This is just so cool.
Mm-hmm. And this is not the coolest open world game in my opinion. But it is the concept of open world games and just RPGs and stuff like this is really cool. Alright, so I'm gonna actually double slow down here and then start up. So I got a tighter turn there.
Yeah.
And now I won't run into that rock. But then I can very quickly speed back up to full speed and just start gunning it.
Fair. And we're heading out for basically open water.
Look at the event.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Because we're on the open seas. There are
That's
some,
so
they're not
cool.
very common, but there are like random events. There's also, if you see on the, I'll show you later then. Because this is us finishing this, so cutscene time.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
For those of you that can't see Ashley, which is all of you, she looks fascinated.
I am. I won't lie. I am.
You can see the trees glitching in and out back
Yeah.
there, but we don't talk about
Fantastic
that.
work.
Here we go.
Very promising.
This is where we get to connect it back to the real world a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
So cool.
Right. Which is actually everyone's, I think, collectively least favorite part of these games is when you're out of the Animus. No one wants to be out of it. They all just want to get right back to it.
Yeah, no.
Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we can break your brain, all right? I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up. That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So welcome to the Sample 17 project.
In
Before
all
you
of the
get
previous
started, you're
games,
gonna
we
need
actually play as
this.
the same person in the real world.
Got it.
In this
go.
one, you don't. You don't play as him anymore.
Testing.
His name was Desmond, I think.
All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good. The data streams are very stable.
Welcome to Abstergo Industries.
That's so cool.
Now, what you won't know, unless you've played them,
Impressive, right?
is that
This building
these things
is
on the
barely
walls
6 months old, but Abstergo
are
Entertainment
references
has been
to
a
other
studio for a
Assassin's
few
Creed
years,
games.
Got
since
it.
2010.
Because, oh wait, the other Assassin's Creed games are
Part of it.
part of the animus. Another really interesting thing, if I can pause it real quick, is because I don't want to miss her dialogue. At the very end of on one of the missions in Assassin's Creed 3, the protagonist says something along the lines of like, there's a little bit of ship sailing, not combat, but just like ships. There might have been a little bit of ship combat, but it wasn't to the extent of this game.
Yeah.
And in that, he asked the protagonist, he's like, where did you learn to sail so well? And he goes, I don't know, but I've heard it's in my bloodline. I have a distant relative named Edward that blah, 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 blah. And that was Assassin's Creed 3, right? So that was them alluding to the game they were already developing, but no one knew it at the
Saw
time.
Liberation?
That's so cool.
That was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg.
And
Soon,
Liberation,
we'll be
that
unveiling
game,
commercial Animus
is
servers
a
for the whole world
PlayStation,
to enjoy. They'll offer passive
PSP, PlayStation
experiences,
Portable
of course.
exclusive
Edited
game.
versions of real
Then they
history.
made a
Only the exciting
console
parts.
version of
And
it. So I do
we
have it. We
found
could
the
play it at some
perfect
point if you wanted
subject
to.
for our
But
first full-length virtual feature, Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig.
Huh.
So I didn't hear everything she said there, but essentially, yes, this version of Abstergo has only done Liberation and are now working on Caribbean Pirates.
It'll just take a minute,
I refuse
okay?
to say
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Well, thank
Happy.
you, Nancy.
How do you say it?
Caribbean.
Okay, interesting.
C'est bon.
We grew up in two very different
Magnifique.
places.
Merci.
The only time I will say Caribbean is Pirates of the Caribbean
for you.
because that's
The
how
primary
everybody
tool
says
of our
it. No one
trade,
says Pirates of the
your
Caribbean.
communicator.
Like for the movies.
Power it up and give it a look. It's
But I'm
pretty
very
slick.
used to saying Caribbean for...
Okay, that's where you just spent a good portion of formative years down here. I feel like it's a much more like southern way to say it.
You might have noticed that security seems
Caribbean?
a little light around here.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think
because
so.
your
Really?
communicator
Yeah, I
is
think
your
most
key
people
to
here say
getting around.
Caribbean.
Huh.
I think I grew up that way because my dad says Caribbean, and it's because my dad traveled. He's been to the Caribbean, you know, and so
Okay.
like people in like more foreign countries, I think more of them say Caribbean than they do
Okay.
Caribbean.
That's fair. I mean, I grew up in California, so.
I don't think
With
they have the
Caribbean.
strong A, right? Because it's
Got it.
care instead of ka.
That makes sense.
We basically throw an extra E in there.
See that flashing
Yeah.
wireless signal?
Oh,
It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, second floor.
For the record, this was 2012's version of what a really futuristic future looks like. You control elevators with an iPad.
Let's go.
Welcome to Abstergo Entertainment Industries.
Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you.
Olivier Carnot. OG. So he's the one that did the Edward thing.
Okay,
Have
cool.
you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Kenway.
Hey them, Connor.
See, Hey Them Connor.
Edward, the pirate.
That's Hey Them and Connor are AC3.
Okay.
So that's how he has the distant
Welcome aboard.
relative that was Edward.
Talk in your office for a minute.
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
Olivier speaks French.
I think
So,
the industry
this
is in
Sample
France.
17.
I think we're
That
in
makes
like
sense.
I think we're in
Back into
France.
The memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there.
So in this case, I think what
This
she
pair
just
likes Don, one
explained
of the wizards in IT. He's just
Is that
fixing
we're
something
not
for you.
Desmond,
Not
but we're
fixing,
diving into his
calibrating.
bloodline.
because he's donated it.
Right.
That's
and
so cool.
they have found a way to do it without actually having
having
him as the.
Interesting.
This is all yours. So sit back, relax, and find us some good footage. If you need any
This is
hints
your
or
home
tips,
job.
the Animus is loaded with
Yeah, so
tutorial
we're not
content, so
actually
you'll have no problems.
in the Animus.
And
All
check
of
in
the
on you
footage
later.
was already
Happy party.
donated, and we're just like going through it and finding good stuff. Is what it looks like.
Return.
All right, return to your Animus. So I just go up to it and then hit circle, and we're back in.
Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been
I think that's who the girl
registered
we were
as
just talking
part
to.
of
Yeah, it
the
was
Sample
Melanie.
17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales. Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
And we're back in.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a fun game. And just a really cool concept for games.
Yeah.
Here we go. Welcome to was it Havana that we're going?
Havana.
One of the first actual full cities that we've moved around. I think that's the name of it. But yeah, there you go. There's your games used to do like big intros and then you saw the title, you know, like it almost gives you goosebumps. It is
Havana.
Cool.
I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
See someone you know?
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Welcome to the bustling city of Havana.
This is so cool.
In all its 2012 detail. But 2012 detail.
Mad to think
I
Spain
can
and England were
number.
at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins.
Okay, so he's a little
No, it's
racist.
nothing. Sand in
Yeah,
my
it's a
hammers.
little.
So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great
Okay,
relief to have a man of
so
your stature
fulfill the
nearby.
mission's optional objectives. So each main mission game. I don't
Okay.
know if this one has any here. I forget kind of where to go for certain things here. But each main mission game, most of them come with optional objectives. I do not bother trying to get them all.
Okay.
It'll be stuff like do an entire mission being undetected, and then 25 minutes in you get detected. It's not
Oh,
worth
that's wasted.
restarting the whole
No.
thing. Now, when this game came out and you were a 9-year-old kid that could buy one game a year, so you had this to play for the
Yeah.
entire year, yeah, you probably went back and did all the objectives.
About
Not
it.
me.
I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this purge.
He makes a good point. So here you can buy women, but not for what you think. You can buy them to travel as a pack that you can hide in,
Hola, ladies.
or you can buy them to distract guards.
No, they charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for
Yeah.
every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them.
No, goodness no, I'm a married man.
Married men are their forte, mate.
Damn.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's
But no,
not.
so you can buy. So sometimes guards will like block off a pathway.
Uh-huh.
You can buy them to go hit on the guards and then sneak past the
There's a
guards.
fair
That's
personal
so
defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps
You might have
a
noticed we
dagger
passed a
would
cat
suit.
earlier.
See what
We
he
did.
said.
You can pet them.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too.
You can pet the
Both
cats?
jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I.
If
Why
I'm not
didn't you pet the
mistaken.
cat?
Because I didn't think about it until now. Okay, we have
Lend us
found
a
a
few
weapons
reals, then.
wares.
I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
So he gave us some money to buy a sword.
Cool.
So welcome to a weapon place. weapon outfitter. That sounds
Probably.
right. Weaponsmith. I don't know. Anyway, so we can go here to sword sets. And from here we can see the different sword sets. So they have different. This is currently what I have equipped. It has 1 speed, 2 combo, and 1 damage. So, you know how I said all the infinite kill stuffs earlier, like one-shot kills? Well, there will be a certain amount of, like, damage and speed that is required for certain enemies for you to get that one-hit kill.
Got it.
So if you don't keep upgrading your weapons every so often, like, this guy, really good. It's got 5 speed, 4 combo, and 3 damage. That's really solid, but it also costs a lot.
Yeah, a lot of reals.
We're kind of more this speed right now, I think. Now, I don't know what the difference is between these two, except basically look, right? Because this is a British cutlass,
Yeah.
and this is a Spanish cup hilt rapier. This one can up our speed, but brings our damage back down. So I think we're probably just going to go for a classic British cutlass here, right?
Got it.
Should we buy them?
Yeah.
Boom. We have purchased some British
That's a
cutlass.
better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, Papa Duff. I have led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
Tavern.
All right. We've got to reach the top of this church.
This is so cool.
Oh, and Adam. All right, pull yourself up, big boy.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Okay, there we go. Climb the tower like it's nothing. And this will be our first sink up here. Actually, I don't need to go all the way up.
No, you just need to go over here.
I'm done. Alright, so here it's teaching us viewpoints. Reveal the map by reaching viewpoints. Press circle to synchronize.
Wow.
Yeah. And if we run a little over an hour here, I'll just edit it, because we should probably finish this mission and then just start off with whatever comes next in Havana.
We're not far. Hang tight.
Alright, we can kill this guy. Leap of faith. Sploosh! Out of nowhere. And now we're on the chase.
I'll break your knees when I catch you.
Oh, you're so done for.
Literally gonna be done, Dustin.
Get out of the way. I'm trying to tackle him, man.
I'm close at heels, shitbird.
Oh, I got him. Come on. I totally have him, right?
Here I come.
Damn.
Ah! He knocked over a woman.
Ugh, got him. Come at me. Fight me. You bot.
Oh, dead.
Yeah.
You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
I have looted him. Alright, now I gotta go meet him.
Okay.
All the way back here. But yeah, this is the bustling city of Havana.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Hello.
Duncan! By Jove, you're alive!
Yes, I
Of
am.
course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yes.
Can I speed you up by
We've
like
arrived.
Aha, we've arrived. Great.
Woo!
Cutscene and then we should be able to end, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
I just don't want us to run out of time
Take
here.
your time, I'll be just
We have a
here.
little bit. Oh.
Fancy meet no Welshman deep in Dago country.
Oh, is this gonna be
English
combat
myself. Biding my time.
to teach us how to
The
fight?
next war caused me to service.
Possibly.
Lucky King George. Having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oh, damn.
Skulk. I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. It's combat time. Hopefully, I remember how to do this and I can do this really quickly. Shall
I
we?
think you got this.
Should we see if I look like
Yeah.
a badass?
You can do it.
Let's try it. Alright, so the same thing applies even if you don't have a weapon.
Okay.
You just start going in, and then eventually you'll get a chance to take one out, and it just kind of combos off. You counter,
I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
counter. Oh, it's not teaching me how to. Oh, I've got it. They want me to throw. Counter and throw. the same thing applies.
To counter and wound.
Just like so. And then it's going to teach me circle and square to knock out. That one. Alright. Oh, goodness. Alright. Square.
One more. Come on.
Yes. Go, baby.
Good stuff. And that's how you make a name for yourself. Oh, soldiers are coming.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm gonna have to escape.
I'll catch you up.
Alright, you know what? We'll be able to edit it, because I think all I have to do is actually escape here, right? Oh, it teaches me how to use a smoke bomb. Alright, well, this is a great time to pause. As if nothing happened. Alright, so we can select, we have different items. We can select a smoke bomb and then use it with triangle here. So it's saying, like, select smoke bomb, which I just did. And then, oh, bam, use it. And they're all like, where did he go? And so then you, like, sprint out of there and hope not to run into anybody.
Hide inside haystack. He passed a haystack.
Yeah, my bad. Ow.
Oh, no.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, no.
It's fine. Smoke. Crazy.
Oh, no.
Do I have another one? Smoke! Wild. Where's the haystack?
That way.
They're the blue things on the map, so hopefully there's one, like, here. Nope. It looked like there should have been.
Well, is it a haystack or group?
Tuck around the corner. Tuck around the corner. Tuck around the corner. Just hide amongst people? Hello.
No, like, there's usually blue, but people you can hide in. Like the women.
Oh, I have to escape the area first and then hide. Done.
Okay,
Dusted. See, and then my two optional objectives
Okay.
were tackle a pickpocket and use smoke bombs to escape combat. So,
Awesome.
and then a really cool thing that they did back in the day is you can actually rate each mission. So here they're saying, like, rate this memory. That's what they're called. And I can be like, oh, that was a lot of fun. I love the first mission. I think it's great. So
That was super fun.
5 stars. All right, and then you hit continue. And boom, we have a bunch of new optional objectives. This is the 1 out of 8, 0 out of 6, 0 out of 20, like,
Got it.
massive stuff here. But we will pick up with that and kind of explain some more of the side stuff and all of that stuff next time, because we are past our time here. But if you guys enjoyed it, let us know down in the comments below. I'm super excited to start another series, but hopefully you're seeing what I meant by these can take a while.
Yes.
Right? So we could be on this for a long time. We hope you guys are enjoying it. There's going to be, before this series is done, we're hoping to have gotten some other types of content out on the channel as well.
Yes.
So it shouldn't just be this until, like, halfway through next year.
No,
but
it might include some solo content from Nathaniel, because I will be going home for Christmas break.
True.
But
there's going to be a
there will
lot
be
of
some
stuff.
different things
There's going to
going
be
on.
some different things. I'm very excited about that. But yes, if you guys enjoyed it, let us know. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Any and all of that is greatly appreciated. This should be a series, so if you're watching it once it is, there'll be a playlist and the subscribe button here. We'd love for you guys to click and check out either of those. And yeah, I think that's everything.
I think it is.
So we'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, peace out.
Bye, y'all.